How y'all doing out there? I want to welcome y'all back. Welcome some of y'all for the first time to the Tremaine Perry podcast. I am your host. Some folks call me Trey. Other people call me Tremaine. No matter what you call me, as long as you call me. Here for another live reaction watch along of this week's episode of NXT. But before I begin, don't forget, if you haven't already, hit that bell and subscribe to my YouTube channel. While you're up there, like and comment on some of those videos and follow me on all the links to my social media accounts. Hope y'all having a great holiday week. Being safe and, just being, take care of one another. Take care of yourself and everybody else, Any minute now, we're going to go live to NXT, the fallout from Battleground. This is going to be good. I'm not going to spoil nothing until the show gets started, but that was crazy few days of wrestling, to say the least.
Who's ready to earn Harris Teeter fuel points with me?
Any second now.
Shopping with your gift card
Over dramatic, over the top. Start to the show. Start to this stream.
40 cents off a gallon. Redeem fuel points at Harris Teeter Fuel Centers and partnering.
As long as these commercials are going to get, I can get it going.
You're about to save $1 a gallon on gas. Right now, get 4 times the fuel points when you shop on
You see what it is? 3-belt trade.
Huge
You know how I do.
You can get a son of for just $3. Wait, I said son of. Look at the words. Son of Baconator is $3. Thank you for bacon that just won't quit.
I think this last commercial, we're going live. Yep. Then, woo! If you smell, now acknowledge me. You can't see me forever. Together. $1 million from now, I will remember you. $1 million from now, I will remember.
With the lines of battle having been drawn, welcome to WWE Battleground. The NXT Women's North American
Battleground was legit. That was a good PLE.
What a victory, my soul. Today's against that there is no daylight. Just me. Luca Crucifino.
Yeah, Luca Crucifino coming back, costing Tony D the match. I knew that was going to happen. You look at the watch along, I called almost all of that happened on that match, on that show. Been watching wrestling too long to not know what's going to happen before it happens. Notice I'm not wearing my headphones anymore because there's so much distortion and background noise. Gotta give it up. Yeah, TNA World Championship match between Joe Hendry and Trick Williams was crazy. Checking the mic. Check. And new. Yeah, that was history-making Battleground, y'all. Cannot believe Trick Williams is the new. And then they showed the president of TNA sitting in the crowd looking like disgusted at what happened, even though he knew he was selling. He knew that was going to happen. And I was really wanting daggone Jordan Grace to beat Stephanie Vicure, but Vicure retained. A very hard-fought match against Jordan Grace.
Of women's wrestling. I am tired of you, Ethan Page. So if that means that I gotta show.
Oh yeah, we got Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page tonight. That's the open up the show, if I'm not mistaken. For the North American Championship.
Will the revolution continue, or will Page's ego grow more out of control? What does this mean for NXT? Stephanie McCare will defend the women's title live on Tuesday against JC Jane.
Oh wow, I didn't know about that. So now Stephanie McCure versus JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship tonight. That'll be good. Stephanie McCure should retain again. I do not see JC Jane beating her. I could see if it was Fallon Henley versus Stephanie McCure, she might have win, but ain't no way JC Jane gonna beat Stephanie McCure unless Fatal Influence involve themselves in the match. Then she'll win. That's about the only way Stephanie McCure lose that belt tonight. NXT, 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 NXT. All types of security sitting around ringside. What's about to happen? What is this? Oh, I thought it was because of Dark State. It's because of the beef between Ricky Saints and Ethan Page.
The revolution has arrived. Hey, Graves, I gotta bring this up because you see
First up, when Ricky Saints first debuted, I was like, who?
the security. How bad?
But now he's kind of growing on me.
To settle their differences. I think the extra security is more here to protect the NXT universe, to protect Yubi and Booker, because these are two men who, quite frankly, detest one another. About to do battle over the North American Championship. The pressure is on. The atmosphere is live. It's about to be settled once and for all. How's that man look?
I hope he beat Ethan Page. Please don't let Ethan Page win. Lord have mercy. We don't need that boy having no title.
I've been saying it all along.
You're already arrogant and cocky enough. You don't need his ego getting boosted even more than it already is. The only thing cool about Ethan Page, I said the only thing that's relatively good about him is his theme song. I like his theme song. Other than that, garbage. Kill him with it and then get him with a smile.
And Booker, there is no smile.
Right, he's sitting over that smoke look on his face, talking about kill him with a smile. What a smile at? Because you ain't gonna be smiling after Ricky Saints beat you either, bro.
No brand, no jiving, just business, dog.
Booker T with a new saying. What he say? All just business. It normally says all bread, no water, just meat. But no bread, no water, just meat. He said something different just in there. Booker T is always with some fresh sayings.
Set up to our ring announcer, Mike Rome. The following contest scheduled for one fall.
One fall. Oh, they already battling. They didn't even get the announcement. Look, security having to come in there and break them up so we can formally start the match. They didn't even let the match really get started. And they already battling each other. Crowd chanting, let them fight.
The following matches for the NXT North American Championship, and it's starting right now.
Ring the bell. Oh yeah, and now they're going at it. They let them go. Ricky Saints getting the early advantage. Ethan Page got him to the side headlock. Oh, he throws Ethan Page into the corner, slaps that submission on him in the middle of the ring. He applies it.
Both these men know exactly what the North American title can lead to. Absolutely great things, and like we talk about every time.
Ethan Page with a back body drop. Tries to pin. No, Ricky Saints got that submission back up. Working on the head and neck of Ethan Page.
Think about Kurt Long, SmackDown superstars Carmelo Hayes, Bronson Reed, Solo Sikoa,
And now Ethan Page reverses it and gets him in that same hole.
All former champions. 21 different men have held this title, and these two right now are fighting over a championship that they both have had eyes on. And also the winner of this matchup will defend the title.
Crowd chanting Ethan sucks. That's what it sounded like.
That's
what they need to be chanting because he does.
Turns out to be.
Ricky Saints back this backs Ethan Page into the corner.
NXT, it could be argued that he and All Ego have been running neck and neck. Tonight is about disposing of your opponent, plucking the thorn out of your side, and being the last man
Ethan
standing.
Page taking the fight to Ricky Saints. Got the upper hand for a minute. Punches him in the midsection a few times in the corner. Ricky Saints with a back elbow and a kick to his chest. Kick get countered by countering each other. They just filled each other out. Bad body drop by Ethan Page. Now he's trying for a power bomb. Ricky Saints shimmers out, goes out onto the apron. Pulls Ethan Page out there with him. Out onto the floor and kicks him in the head. Now both of them out on the floor fighting. Ethan Page Irish whips Ricky Saints into the steel steps. Shoulder first.
All watching worlds collide. If you get to represent NXT as North American champion, that is huge for a career. Not only that, Vic, how many times I have to say it? Checks.
And now Ethan Page going for a steel chair. One of the security guards at ring side are like, "What are you doing, bro?" Stopping him before he even approaches. This is not that kind of a match.
That was out here. And has been out here. And this is a case of Saints using all Ego's tricks against him. We've seen Page on numerous occasions trying to irritate.
And now who is this Ava? Ava out of nowhere just appeared. She's about to make it a no disqualification. Ava's saying something to the announcers and the ref. It's gonna be no DQ, I bet.
She's leaving, and they're letting things. Let her fight.
They're letting them continue to fight. They were trying to separate them for some reason. And then Ava came out and told them let them continue. Oh, Ricky Saints with a huge jumping clothesline to Ethan Page on the outside. Now he's just putting the boots. As Stone Cold would say, stomping a mud hole and walking it dry on Ethan Page. And now we got a commercial. First commercial tonight. And thank you, CW, for having picture-in-picture so we can see the action during the commercial break. Somebody please tell Netflix to learn how to do this thing right here. Picture-in-picture is something Netflix don't do for some reason, even though USA Network and CW does.
Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part.
Back into the ring they go, fighting it out.
With a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi.
Ricky Saints still in control for the time being. Drops an elbow to the back of the neck of Ethan Page. Picks him up off the mat. Goes him head first into the turnbuckle.
Save hundreds and Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance. Are you a caddy? No, I'm a Doug. And that's a limo. Okay, I'm in a putt now.
Ric Flair chop go woo on Ethan Page's chest.
Oh.
Nice birdie.
Yes, he is a.
And he's doing his own taunt against him. And then chops him again in the chest.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty. Jack Daniels.
Then that pose that Ricky Saints poses. He did the pose with the oh we.
Made by those who pour everything into their craft.
Oh, but then Ethan Page threw him chest first, sternum first into the ring. Turnbuckle. And then chops Ricky Saints in the chest.
No ordinary square. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth
Punches him in the
has
head.
perforations that tear so much better. With more
Elbow to the back of the neck. Now to the different turnbuckle. And then he chops Ricky Saints again.
They've had Domino's stuffed crust pizza before to compare it to our new stuffed
Ricky
crust.
Saints really feeling the effects of these chops.
Yeah, the box to your left. That's the Domino's stuffed crust you said you've had before.
Now Ethan Page Irish whips him to the other turnbuckle. Oh, powers out with the clothesline. Does Ricky Saints tries to pin him.
It's
1,
Domino's
2,
first ever
2,
stuffed crust.
sweet.
Stuffed with melted
Ricky
cheese
Saints
and
got a
topped with
2
garlic
count on
seasoning
Ethan
and
Page.
Parmesan.
I'm taking one more if that's okay.
Try it for the first time tonight.
Men tell us
Now
they
with
use
an
just for men
uppercut,
to eliminate
Ricky
gray.
Saints
This
sent
is great
Ethan Page
for
out
that.
onto the floor with that momentum.
Then there's the after. That boost you get when you look at
Now they're back to fighting outside the ring
That's why
again.
more men choose just for men.
Ricky Saints backs him up to the guardrail, punches him in the midsection, throws him over the guardrail into the crowd,
Make health a treat. Also, try
and then he goes out there and fights. Now they're going punch for punch right there in the crowd. Blow for blow, back and forth. Now they're chopping each other, chop for chop. Well, now it's just mostly Ricky Saints chopping Ethan Page. Now Ethan Page is starting to fight back.
not without imagination.
Wow, right there in the middle of the crowd, brawling. And now we're back to full screen from that commercial break.
This has been absolute chaos.
Now the security tried to pull him back to ringside, and so they'll fight. Oh, and now they're hitting the security guards. And then a spear. Ricky Saints spears Ethan Page over the commentator, all in Booker T's lap, pretty much. Wow. Corey Graves, everybody having to scatter because the action just spilled out over there to where they're at. NXT, NXT, NXT. Dang, Ricky Saints got Ethan Page wrapped up in all the cords and cables at the announce table. They still fighting. Security's still trying to break them up for some reason. This is gonna have to be a match at a PLE or something. They need like a steel cage or something, man. Hell in a Cell. Ref's like, look now, y'all need to get in the ring. Trying to be a voice of reason. Oh, but then Ethan Page with a cutter. Oh, on the steel chair. Ooh, I don't know where that steel chair came from, but he just gave Ricky Saints a cutter on it, on the outside of the ring. Crowd chanting explicative. How do you say that word? Explicative. That's why they had to mute it.
Corey, what's he saying? Don't say anything.
Dang, he just might have injured Ricky Saints with that move, though. That was, as somebody would always say, that escalated quickly.
Gray just trying to get back on headset. I don't know if you guys saw it. I mean, the bottom of that chair, the crossbar went right into the throat of Ricky Saints. And I want to remind you check out him, Court. I just want to remind everybody, our general manager, Ava, said she needed a decisive winner. Take another look at this.
Ooh, and it was on the crossbar. Dang. It was almost on the leg of the chair, the way he hit. That's why Ricky Saints still gonna win. I hope he does at least.
Booker's disconnected. His headset's broken. For what we just witnessed.
Crowd chanting, let's go, Ricky, trying to get him back into the match somehow. He rolls back into the ring with a waiting Ethan Page. Ethan Page picks him up. Tries for a Razor's Edge? Yeah, Razor's Edge in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, sweet. Ricky Saints kicks out at 2. Foaming at the mouth, literally, Ricky Saints, ever since that cutter on the chair. He's got like foam coming out of his mouth after that. And now Ricky Saints is getting punched in the face repetitively by Ethan Page in the middle of the ring. He just landed like 12 punches in that short little time. Right to the head. Oh, he looks bad. Oh, I know it's just saliva and spit, but he's selling that good if it's not real.
I'm not a licensed official. It's not my call, but if it were, I think this is it. I think we're risking serious long-term
Crowd chanting
damage.
Ethan sucks, and no truer words have been spoken. All right, Ricky Saints backs him into the corner, starts punching Ethan Page in the midsection. And he punches him in the face. And then behind the ref's back, he thumbs him in the throat. Cheap shot from Ethan Page. I can't stand that dude.
Didn't wait for anything tonight. It's about the championship. It's about legacy. And I understand Ethan Page.
This is about a man's career, a man's well-being. No titles were included in your career,
Nice punching Ricky Saints in the head while he's on his knees in the middle of the ring. And I was talking smack. All right, Ricky Saints back to his feet now. Hits him with an elbow. Just barely a little effect on Ethan. All right, now they're going punch for punch. For now, punch for punch. Back and forth, back and forth. Now it's all Ethan Page with some forearms. Then Ricky Saints counters it with an uppercut. Oh, a huge super kick from Ethan Page puts Ricky Saints flat back on the mat. Who then picks him up, but Ethan Page gets DDT'd by Ricky Saints. Both men down on the mat.
I mean, that might have been instant. Ricky Saints was trying to protect himself. Take a look at his power.
Crowd chanting, this is awesome.
Thankfully, Saints was able to turn the tides and buy himself some time. But
what a match. What a way to start NXT.
this indeed is something. It's our way to kick off NXT after Battleground.
Yeah.
The North American titles
They had to do something at the Battleground to keep that momentum from the PLE going. Oh, a huge clothesline from Ricky Saints. And then another one. How he's getting this second win, I will never know. And then he tosses Ethan Page across the ring. And then hits him with a reverse DDT. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Ethan Page kicks out at 2. You see security standing off in the background with the arms crossed, just watching the match in case something jump off and they need to intervene again. Even that fine female referee standing outside the ring. Oh, Ethan Page with that huge clothesline. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Ricky Saints kicks out at 2 again. That one female referee from Evolve is cute though. She's standing outside ringside right now. Shucky Ducky Quack Quack to her. Ricky Saints counters that move, pushes Ethan Page up against the ropes, elbows him. Gotta try for a powerbomb. Ricky Saints got countered by Ethan Page, but then goes out onto the apron. I don't have a feeling Ethan Page ought to try another cheat move. Yep, I knew it. He snapped the rope to his throat like a slingshot. And then he hit him with another cutter in the middle of the ring. Tries to pin him. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ethan Page for the win. The new North American champion. Get out of here, man. Boo! Boo! I know my buddy Red is just loving this. He's an Ethan Page fan like he is a Miz fan.
With a twisted grin, he steals the spotlight. He steals the smiles of the NXT universe, and he puts gold around his waist. This thing was brutal from the outset.
Trying to find a trash can emoji.
Nearly decapitating the champion, Ricky Saints, who showed incredible guts.
Oh, he's wanting to do the damn that Ron Simmons. Damn. Oh, boo this man. That's what he's talking about. Boo this man. Boo. They know me too well. They're like, because I always got these things that I put out there on my group chat. Boo this man. Boo. And now we got Sarah Scriber talking to Fatal Influence.
Opportunity because tonight, JC Jane, you face Stephanie McMahon for the NXT Women's Championship. We said we would get it done, that we would get an NXT Women's Championship match. We just didn't say how we were going to get it done. And clearly, all it took was me smacking the taste out of Stephanie's mouth to get it. I think it should be me tonight because the last time JC stepped in the ring with Stephanie, she lost. Tonight, I bring gold back to Fatal Influence. Since Fallon, you lost the North American Championship to who? Oh, that's right. The woman I'm going to beat tonight, Stephanie Vicaire. Fallon,
he knows it too well. He was waiting for me to say, boo this man.
And if you don't,
boo.
That's fine.
I'm a creature of habit. What can I say?
It's taken me 16 years to finally walk through the doors here at the WWE. Into the WWE universe. That
Mike Santana. That's that guy. That's that dude. I'm looking forward to the guy from LFG making his debut. The monster Jasper Troy. I can't wait for that tonight.
Keeping it a buck grain to me since day one. I thrive in these trenches. If you want to come at me, you better make sure you get the job done.
The monster. Mike Santana versus Tavion Heights up next. Let's go. Mike Santana about to tear him up. No contest. Unless no quarter catch crew come out there interfering. And even then, Mike Santana's going to get him. All right, I was waiting for commercial breaks. They got an advertisement for Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank going on right now. But I found some more, what's the word to use? Artifacts might be a good way of putting it. I had to dig some things up out of the archives. So I like to have something to talk about during the commercial break so that me blabbing mindlessly off the top of my head. So, the first thing I found, I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard of Loot Crate. Loot Crate. But a while back, I got a couple of WWE Loot Crates. This was years ago, but I just pulled them out. I had to literally blow the dust off these boxes. They call them Slam Crates.
Touch can mean so many things, even for people with moderate to severe
And
eczema.
in this
Touch
particular
can make
Loot
two
Crate,
feel
Slam
like
Crate,
one.
whatever you want to call it,
Or simply be a
It's-
helping hand.
it came with these WrestleMania pins, lapel pins from WrestleMania 35. It's got a t-shirt.
To help heal your skin.
The shirt's kind of dope too. I haven't worn none of this stuff. I keep it in the box. You know how I am. That shirt is so legit. You can't just go buy this. That's why I don't wear it.
After the first dose. Severe allergic
Let me get it
reactions
centered
can
with the
occur. Get help right away.
Wait,
with
it's
the
the wrong
face,
way.
mouth, tongue, or throat swelling.
That shirt's
Wheezing
in
or trouble
this
breathing.
particular
Tell your
box.
doctor if you or worse
It also
eye
came
problems like
with-
eye pain or vision changes,
Here's
skin
another
symptoms,
big old
joint
WWE
pains,
Championship
or
lapel
parasitic
pin.
infection. Don't change
And I was a
or stop
pin
other
person.
treatments
If
that
anybody
don't
know
work.
me from when I had that
The number
stupid
one
job
prescribed
that
biologic
laid me
by
off with my
dermatologists and
terminally
allergists
ill mother
helps you
above
feel
it,
the heal.
knows that I used to have
See
a
the
pin
difference
full
for
of like
yourself.
80 hats that
Reach
were
out
like
to
a
your
pound and a
licensed
half.
specialist today.
I had all these pins and I never broke them out. All right. Also in this Loot Crate is a collectible Seth Rollins. I think this might be a bobblehead. I haven't opened it because again, it's special edition. You can't just replace it. It's a collectible figurine, Seth Rollins. And the last thing in this Loot Crate is a 8x10. I don't know what the dimensions are on it, but it's the Undertaker.
Jack Daniels starts here from Cave Spring Water.
I want to order another Loot Crate because it's been a while and it's always something cool, surprises that they come with it. But all that was, oh, there's one more thing. Hold on. Whatever this is, it's a poster. It looks like.
When you know you made a difference for somebody, it's very gratifying. You get to help them.
It's been so long since I opened this up. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a Finn Balor Club poster. Rolled up in that poster too. In the Loot Crate itself, it wasn't that much, and it's a monthly subscription thing, but you can get it for just 1 month. Yeah, and then the inside of the crate looks like that.
One guy got a ticket, one guy didn't.
Like I said, I'm trying to fill this void that the commercial bring with WWE related content. Try my best to give y'all some exclusive insight into my fandom. But yeah, that's one of the 2 Loot Crates that I found that I had to blow the dust off of. And where they've been sitting for so long. That shirt's cool, man. I almost want to wear it. Keyword, almost.
Don't settle for it.
Then, now, forever. It needs to have together at the bottom because this is the old catchphrase. That's so cool, man.
Unless you win. At the Bishop Law Firm, we're celebrating.
And even the tag in the shirt says Loot Crate.
For our clients. Call us today.
Or Slam Crate. And that's another thing. I'm going to start getting my t-shirts as a large. So that when you wash them and they shrink, it ends up being a medium. I'm sorry, extra large. So normally, like, this is a large, but it's already small as it is. Once I wash and dry it, it's going to shrink. So starting this year, I'm getting XL shirts. Like this shirt I'm wearing, I didn't realize it's so small. That's why it's so tight on me. Anyway, back to the program.
Experience the non-stop excitement in Atlanta at both Saturday night's main event and Evolution with On Location.
Back to NXT. After that crazy start with Ethan Page and Ricky Slanks, I still can't believe Ethan Page is a new North American champion. That's garbage.
WWE.
Chair shot.
Yoshi Nomura and Josh Briggs talking in the locker room.
Holy shoot. Buddy, it's a hell of a surprise. I'm happy you came back.
Thank you, Briggs. I couldn't believe it. There are still things to accomplish.
Right, like becoming the NXT Tag Team Champions.
Yes. And more.
Got it. We knock out the culling, and then we set sights on the NXT Tag Team titles.
Yes, my friend. Or even bigger.
Hell yeah.
Whatever he said.
That was quite the moment.
Right.
On Sunday.
And now we got Mike Santana. You know how he do. He gonna come out through the crowd like he always does on TNA. Yep. He's got to keep that going. That's his calling card. That's what he does. So make his way through the audience to the ring. Really like Mike Santana. That guy is good. I've always been a fan of his ever since I first started watching TNA.
Puerto Rican, native of the Bronx. Mike Santana broke into this game along some absolute OG legends of early TNA and the independent scene. I'm talking about the notorious 187 Homicide. I'm talking about Low-Key, the amazing Len. Santana has the pedigree.
He about to tear Travion Heights up. The only way he loses is if No Quarter Catch Crew does some shenanigans. And even if they cause some ruckus, Mike Santana's the type to still beat him anyway, because he, like I said on the last stream, he done beat the System, he done beat Northern Armory, and he can do it again with No Quarter Catch Crew here.
Guys, you got to respect.
That shorty to be with him is cute though. That's the only part of No Quarter Catch Crew I like is the female with it, the female with the hoop. The shucky ducky quack quack. As she steps into the ring, or the apron at least. What is her name? I used to know it by heart.
To the point Graves made, Booker, we see the NQCC out here. Miles Bourne gave a nice little fist bump, a nice sign of respect. He knows what Tavion Heights is trying to accomplish. He wants to do it on his own.
Ring the bell.
Right here.
Here we go.
Santana. I mean, a street kid. The guy you find at the look. Bodega looking to hit a lick. Again, you got Tavion Heights.
Collar elbow tie.
This is going to be good, dog.
You're going to have to explain what that means to me off air because we don't want to get
waist lock applied by Heights.
Like Santana, he is a 4-time TNA champion. Tag team champion. He's in there with Tavion Heights.
Using it to plant Mike Santana to the mat.
That he has. Team USA
Santana almost got out of it. Now he's got him in his waist like of his own. Back and forth, they're just, like I said, dancing around each other, filling each other out right now at this point. Early part of the match. But now, you got that arm lock, goes to Tavion Heights. Santana counters it, puts him in the side headlock, standing side headlock.
Blessed by the athletic god. With a little more seasoning, Tavion Heights could be a real threat in this game.
No, I see Tavion Heights as far as his future go very bright. This kid
Irish whips him.
that expert
Shoulder tackle doesn't have no effect. It's like hitting a brick wall.
of NQCC.
Heights also a gold medalist of the 2020 Pan American Wrestling Championships, but again in there with a former 4-time
Heights told him to try to knock him down.
All
All right, Irish whip, he ducks, and then jumps over.
Battleground and Braves, the point that you made.
Irish whip again. They're just dancing around each other still. All right, drop kick to the chest though, Heights.
I don't know if you've seen social media. I don't know if you've been texting. My wife was asking.
He's back up in the corner.
I think it's safe to say there's more than a little
Mike
bit of
Santana runs in.
permeating the TNA locker room right now.
Gets
Lots
counter,
of
goes out onto the apron, hits him with a forearm,
What kind of champion
shoulder
is
to the
Mike
midsection.
gonna be? Is he going to be a fighting champion? Is he going to embarrass the company?
Leaps
Is he
over
gonna
him,
be
back into the
WWE
ring.
he seems?
Springboard, crossbody to Heights.
Championship prowess over the next few months, maybe years. He could be the longest reigning TNA champion.
Oh, and a hip toss. Puts Mike Santana on the mat.
This kid's a monster.
Tries to close on him. He ducks and puts Tavion out onto the floor. And Mike Santana is known for high flying as he hits the ropes, jumps over the top rope with a moonsault, laying down Tavion Heights onto the mat. No Quarter Catch Crew looking on, holding their head when the impact happened. TNA. And again, we got picture-in-picture action during the commercial break. Somebody told Netflix how to do this right here with the picture-in-picture showing the action during their commercial breaks on Raw. Mike Santana slides back into the ring after throwing Tavion Heights in there.
And when you bundle them with your home and auto, you can be sure
He's in the corner.
24/7
Mike Santana
protection.
running elbows him. Hits him with a back body drop. Nope, he ends the finish with a face first plant to the mat. Then a senton. Tries to pin Heights. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Tavion kicks out at 2.
Did you ruin her project?
No, Nai, it's that.
Ah, that's nothing. We've got new Bounty. Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. And it holds up better even when wet. So one sheet keeps
Ren Sinclair, that's the girl in the No Quarter Cash crew. That's the only thing about No Quarter Cash crew I like is Ren Sinclair.
Isn't that some cute?
Get more done with one.
All right, Mike Santana getting suplex in the middle of the ring. Well, he's up in the stalling suplex right now by Tavion. Nope, he shimmies out. Puts him in a waistlock. Waistlock counted. German suplex by Heights. Tries to pin Mike Santana. 1. Only a 1 count.
Tweeting is the worst. But now,
reapplies that waistlock.
You'll see visible results in 1 hour and dead weeds in 1 day. And it's safe for use around people.
Tries to pin Mike Santana again, only a 1 count.
Worry-free weed and grass killer. Hold on to
Nice. Pummeling him in the chest. Just tries to pin him again. Again, only a 1 count. Mike Santana ain't even laying down for 2 seconds. Now Mike Santana trying for a suplex, gets countered with a snap suplex of Mike Santana. Trying for 3 amigos. He doesn't release it. There's a second suplex of the 3 amigos. Rolls through. Back up to his feet. 3rd suplex. 3 amigos complete. 1, 2, 2. Sweet. Tavion Heights kicks out to 2. Punch to the midsection by Heights. The forearm. Mike Santana punches him in the gut, puts him back to the mat, drop kicks him in the upper back, tries to pin him. 1, 2, 2. Sweet. Heights kicks out at 2.
Sometimes life is a way of surprising.
Yeah, Ren Sinclair is huge.
Thanks to Chime, you get fee-free overdrafts.
But anyway, back to that. Mike Santana in a bear hug, and now Heights has him up on the shoulders, drops him back first into the turnbuckle. Now putting shoulders to the midsection. Ooh, knee to the face by Santana. Ric Flair chop go. Woo on Heights' chest.
The #1 most loved banking app.
And that kind of fired him up. It stunned him, but you can see on his face that it kind of ticked him off. Another chop to Heights as he's back into the corner. Charlie Dempsey holding his chest on the outside of the ring, feeling the sympathy pains. Now he ducked that chop, and now Heights with a chop of his own. Chop evaded, chop by Santana.
Live this week at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on the CW.
And now we're back to full screen from that commercial break. Oh, a huge clothesline from Tavion Heights plants Mike Santana on the mat. He's got him, picks him back up. Forearms with Santana. Irish whips him, follows it up with another clothesline.
Make Charlie Dempsey proud. Booker, you gotta like the forwardness of
Heights with another clothesline, rebound, close. Irish whip clothesline with a rebound again. Santana pushes him off. Then tries to jump over him, but gets caught. Kicks him off. Wow, Tavion Heights with a huge move. Followed it up with a fireman's carry on Santana, who then counters it into a sunset flip. 1, only a 1 count on Heights. Oh, a huge slam from Tavion. 1, 2, 2. Sweet. Santana kicks out at 2.
Santana getting that left, and we can maybe chop that up to a little inexperience, maybe a little over.
They just replayed that slam. That was brutal. Now he's got him in a sleeper hold. Got Santana in a sleeper hold.
They're some of the strongest human beings on planet Earth.
Landed Mike Santana right on his hip flexor. Definitely got to be in a lot of pain right now.
This is the match Tavian Heights wanted after seeing Miles Bourne have his moment on Sunday.
Punches to the midsection by Santana, trying to break the hold.
Battleground in
Tavion
Tampa.
clubs him on the back.
Charlie Dempsey stepping in, stepping up, and it was Tavian Heights.
Kick to the chin of Heights. That connected nothing but face. Oh, and then the punch in the headbutt. Back and forth there, going shot for shot. Another chop to the chest of Heights. Lit him up. Santana countered by Heights. Countered Heights. Counter. Enziguri to the side of Heights' head. Hits the ropes, ducks the clothesline, pushes him off. Rolls through with a cutter on Tavion in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 2. Sweet! Tavion kicks out at 2. Crowd chanting, this is awesome. He's having a showing out on his first night on NXT. Mike Santana, we already knew. I already knew because I know him from TNA. But anybody who's new to Mike Santana is learning today. Who has Tavion up in the fireman's carry, who then gets countered, pushes him up against the ropes. Oh, and throws Mike Santana to the mat with authority. And then he sling blade. Up in the fireman's carry, he puts Santana and then a burning hammer. 1, 2, 2. Sweet! Santana kicks out at 2.
This dude right here, Tavion Heights, he checks off every box, man. He definitely passes that African test. The guy has star written all over it.
Tavion Heights pumping himself up, about to try a big move. As soon as Mike Santana gets to his feet, he hits the ropes. Oh, Mike Santana with a huge super kick. And then back and forth they're going. Oh, up into the fireman's carry goes Heights. And then he drops him face first on the mat. Mike Santana about to run the block on him. About to spin the block. He about to hit him with that spin the block. Boom! About took his head off. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Mike Santana for the win. That's what's supposed to happen. That's how that's supposed to go down. Damn right, Mike Santana for the win.
What a match for Mike Santana and Tavion.
I'm so glad he won. I'm so glad Mike Santana won. I wish freaking Ricky Saints had won the opening match. Oh, that super kick was so brutal. They're replaying all these highlights of the match. Just like the spin the block. That clothesline is brutal.
Mike Santana knocking off a very game-ready Tavion Heights tonight on NXT. You see a look of disgust on the face of Charlie Dempsey. But Mike Santana with a nice show.
Oh, and a show of respect. He held his hand out, picked Tavion Heights off the mat, and then they're hugging it out in the middle of the ring. As someone I'm used to know would say, "Aw, they're hugging."
From the disgust of Charlie Dempsey to heartbreak, betrayal, and a broken
Now they're about to say the sort of fallout from the Stacks Tony D'Angelo match that happened at Battleground, which was crazy. All right, now they're showing a commercial for Evolve, which comes on tomorrow night. They're leading up to the new Evolve champions.
The first ever WWE Evolve champion.
This is gonna be.
They're about to crown a new men and women's Evolve champion. And those belts look dope. Both the men and women's belts are so nice. And tomorrow we find out who the first ever Evolve women's champion is. I'm excited about that. But anyway, next commercial break, next loot crate. I only got 2 of them. This is the second. Look, there's still dust on it. I try to dust it off as best I could.
Save you a lot of money. Save that extra $200-300
Slam
a
crate.
month. You do the math. The money we're able to save.
In this slam crate, I think I know it's a women's T-shirt. I think it's got like Alexa Bliss on it. But other than that, I can't remember what's in it. Let's see. First thing I see is that T-shirt I was talking about.
What you want to do
I think it's got
is
Alexa Bliss on it.
Mutual customizes your car insurance. That's
No,
great.
High
But
Flyers.
can ask your friend
I
to
was
stop
wrong.
digging into the green?
Like the OAR song says, you gotta be wrong sometimes.
Only pay?
But still, that's a cool shirt, right? That's something you can't buy at WWE shop. You can't get this on Amazon or eBay. Again, it's got the WWE Loot Crate insignia on the tag.
Come experience the flame grill difference with 2 opportunities for just
All right, that's the first item that's in that box. Second item. Just like that last crate had a Seth Rollins figurine, this one has a AJ Styles action figure, a collectible figure. It's also got a Kofi Kingston mug. I opened this just to see what the mug was like back when I got it the first. And it's kind of basic. This was before he joined New Day. That's how long ago I got this crate. Like, that's supposed to be Kofi Kingston's.
I'm the first in my family to go to college.
And then on the bottom it's got more slam crate.
SNHU is committed to your success. If you're thinking about going
All
back
right,
to school,
that's the second item that's in that crate.
It's nice to see all the families happy for their loved ones.
That's supposed to be a Kofi Kingston mug. It says it on the outside.
I love you. Visit SNHU.edu.
Oh, I get it. Coffee mug. Kofi mug. It's circular. And then it's got Velveteen Dream. This was back when that tells you how old this crate is. Velveteen Dream sleep mask.
A network of nearly 4,000.
That tells you how long ago was Velveteen Dream even wrestling, you know?
It's employee pricing with the Ford crew.
Move that so you can see where it says Velveteen. I used to halfway like Velveteen Dream too. He annoyed me sometimes, but his flamboyance was interesting.
You get employee pricing. You get employee pricing.
All right, there's some more goodies in this crate. Like, looks like a sticker
You get employee pricing.
or a temporary tattoo. Because on this side, you can see where it says like Rey Mysterio or something.
Cash on Bronco Sport, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Hey Fayetteville, we're Bob's. For more than 30 years, we've believed everyone deserves
Like, you
a
can
home
see it
they
says
love.
Mysterio on the. I think that might be a temporary tattoo or
To
something.
6 beautiful showrooms across North Carolina.
And also we got
Bob's Discount Furniture.
something that's got Chris Jericho. Again, that tells you how long ago this was when Chris Jericho was wrestling for WWE still.
25% off their bathroom remodel.
I think this might be,
It only takes seconds
or
to
even
get
tells you
started
what's
at
in the box.
WrestleBat.com, but appointments are limited.
Exclusive
So you need
WWE
to act
Slam stars
Still not
AJ Styles
convinced?
collectible
From now
figure.
until Saturday,
Exclusive
you can
High
lock in
Flyers Rey
special
Mysterio
12 months,
t-shirt.
no payment, no
Exclusive
extra financing.
Cruiserweight
Get your
Championship
bathroom
pin.
remodel started now and
Exclusive
enjoy for an
New Day
entire year
Kofi
with no
Cup.
payments and no interest. Visit
Exclusive
WrestleBat.com
High Flyer
and lock in
stickers
flash sale
pack.
savings before
And
they're
then the
gone.
exclusive Velveteen Dream sleep mask. Alright, the other thing is that Cruiserweight Championship pin. Again, anybody who know me. If I could have put them on my hat back then,
June 7th at
I probably still wouldn't have because they're that rare of an item. And then the crate itself.
John Cena, Logan Paul, Becky Lynch, and Tiffany Stratton will compete in Fanatics Games at Fanatics Fest NYC June 20th.
And that's all that was in that box.
The first time ever the world's biggest athletes, celebrities, chick-fil-A fans will take part
No
in
way to
Fanatics
see.
Games. Decathlon style across 8 fast-paced, referee-led challenges, each testing a different skill. At stake, $2 million in prizes.
I think this is a poster though. Hold on. Wow, that is a poster. Hang in there. Oh shoot, sorry. This is a cool poster with. See that? So I get it all in the shot.
A stack lineup of athletes and celebrities, including Tom Brady,
AJ Styles on the ladder.
Kevin Durant, and more. Visit fanaticsfest.com to get your tickets today. Time for tonight's NXT Focus, presented by Progressive.
I ought to put that up in here.
Brothers all
I gotta
connected,
frame
chasing the
this.
same dream. But is it possible?
That's cool. I didn't know that was in there. I didn't. Again, these loot crates are so old. I forgot I even had them almost.
You can really only trust yourself.
I'm about ready to order another one just because it'll update.
Tyson Dupont, Tyree Eagle. Brute force and ability.
Meanwhile, during NXT, they got a
We ain't chasing
Out the Mud OTC vignette going on.
Brick by brick, everyone wants to live the lifestyle. But the only way you get there is with loyalty. Not to a brand, but to a bond. And that's how you shatter the glass ceiling. And not by selling out, but buying in and holding it down with the ones that stand with you. We don't fit their mold. So we made our own together. As long as we're doing that, staying true to the cause.
Yeah, Loot Crate. Look it up. They got different things. They might have a Marvel one. They got a WWE one. They got all different themes.
Demanding matches.
Harry Potter. They got one of those probably.
That's how you end up in a match with OTM.
And now they're showing Andre Chase, Kel Dixon, and Uriah Connors talking to each other in the back of the arena somewhere.
You have to know when to take risks, but at the same time.
So what you're saying is that we need to take more risks.
Oh, we can do that.
For sure.
Oh, seize the moment.
Yeah.
No, God,
And now Ava talking to him.
Look, Mr. Chase been told us that we need to take more risks.
we are seizing that moment, and we are hoping to get another match next week.
Well, you know what? I was actually just looking over the show for next week, and I have a spot open. So you guys will be in action next week against Darkseid.
Oh, she put him in a match against Dark State.
State. There's 2
Yo.
of them and 2 of us.
Well, there's actually 3 of you, so you'll go against 3 of them. Have
So it's
fun.
going to be Andre Chase,
Take those
Uriah Connors, and Kel Dixon versus Dark State next week. Wow. Rip, Chase you.
Well, at least we get to team up. We're not a team.
Right.
Oh.
Chase U is going to learn the hard way next week.
Wow.
That no one is safe.
That's going to be a one-sided affair.
Next week, Grace maybe more than others. But let's talk about what happened this past Sunday at Battleground. What a night of
No
We are
contest.
officially in that
Now they're showing highlights from Battleground when Luca Crucifino came back to cost Tony D the match.
We thought was left for dead in the desert. Took Tony's eye off the game. Stacks capitalized with a shot to the back of the neck. And still, more questions than answers.
Now we got Tony D meeting with Luca Crucifino somewhere in an undisclosed location.
I thought Stacks clipped you in the desert. Then you show up at Battleground like you just got off vacation. And then you went out there and just stared at me. Tony, I didn't know what to do. Look, I don't got time for this, Luca.
Tony, on my mother's eyes, Stacks drove me out further into the desert and he kicked me out. You gotta believe me, I was just as shocked.
Let you out, huh?
Yeah.
Why didn't you reach out then?
You put Riz into hiding, and then Stacks attacked you at the safe house. If I'm reaching out to you, I'm putting everyone at risk.
This don't smell right.
Riz's phone's disconnected. I wanted to lie low, but after seeing what happened the past few weeks, I had to come back.
Okay. So you decided to come back at Battleground, cost me the match, and that was the right
Tony, that was not my intention.
Then what was your intention?
What my intention was
Say, I don't know who to trust right now.
You can trust me, Tony.
Now they're showing Trick Williams, the new TNA World Champion. He's just flexing that belt all the way around the arena right now. I still can't believe he beat Joe Hendry for that at Battleground. But it happened. That really happened. I'm going to the Loot Crate website. I haven't been to this website in, like I said, probably a decade. I don't know how long ago I got them. Because remember I was saying they got different themes for them? 40% off at WWEshop.com ain't bad. They just announced that during the commercial break. But yeah, they got different themes for the Loot Crates. I, of course, like the WWE one. But like I said, they got Marvel as one.
How should I wash my dress? You should use a delicate cold cycle.
Trying to find the list.
Remember to turn it inside out to protect the sequence.
I will hype Loot Crate up every
Can I
time.
put it in a dryer?
Especially since that's still a thing.
Oh, thank goodness I asked. They just saved daylight.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we stayed hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
It's pronounced Liberty. Liberty.
$30 a month. It's a subscription-based service. So you get a different crate with, like, you saw what all unboxed. But it's something like that in every crate. It's just a random assortment of like a shirt, stickers, posters, all based off what you pick, whether it's Harry Potter or Marvel or WWE. I'm about to try to find the different options to choose. Waist size. I remember having to put a waist size up there. I guess I'm a large.
At Olive Garden,
Medium,
we're
medium,
all about more
medium.
craveable classics and more
I'm a
amazing fresh
medium.
sauces, which begs the question, what could possibly be
Everybody
next?
know me.
How about
I ain't
delivery?
no large.
Olive Garden now delivers, and for the first 1 million orders, delivery is free. Only at olivegarden.com.
Jack Daniels starts
Pop
here.
culture.
From pure cage spring water.
That's the one I'm looking at. That's the
sugar
content in this crate.
Where every drop is mellow.
But they used to give you an option to choose what you get. Like what category.
We all know by now. Made by those who pour everything into their
Monthly
craft.
themes end on the 19th of each month.
For those who drink it all over the world.
Made for Tech Slam
That's
crate.
what makes Jack, Jack.
Caitlin Clark from the logo.
You know, life would be easier if I could do everything from the logo.
Allow me to assist.
Pickles. It works.
I guess they don't do it no more. Wow. I'm glad I jumped on them boxes when I did. Because I guess you can't. Now it's just one
Easy. Oh,
thing only you can't pick. It used to be where you could pick what you want.
With the assist.
I feel like they even had like cartoon like Looney Tunes as an option or something. But now it's just one solo thing.
It's not at all what happened. That was when the chase began.
He called the police on himself. Who does that?
And this month it like it's pop culture.
Not everything is as it appears.
So I will not be getting this crate. I want the WWE. That's kind of cool though. It's got like Pac-Man, Bob's Burgers coaster or something. I'm just glancing at it. Get a surprise bundle of collectibles and gear from your favorite movies, TV shows, games, comics, and more delivered to your door every month.
Next to the cross. I watch my back from now on.
And it
How are we
says,
gonna meet Cal's parents?
Now
geek out with awesome pop culture gear delivered to your door, blah, blah.
We're gonna have to move somewhere with more options.
He needs to know the truth.
I'm so sorry, Kat.
Monthly mystery items and apparel for pop culture fans. Yeah, it sucks they don't let you pick what you get now.
This week, CW Sports Saturday is back with wall-to-wall action versus NASCAR.
Cooler back then when I was ordering from them. I should have got more back then, but more, you know. Hindsight's 2020, they say.
For millions of dollars in Philadelphia. CW Sports Saturday this week starting 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific.
And now we're about to see Trick Williams, the new TNA champion.
NXT on the CW is presented by
$1 million from now, I won't remember Aaron. $1 million from now, I won't be thinking about Randy's stupid ass. Whoop that trick. 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 Unbelievable that he beat Joe Hendry for that belt, though. So I anticipate Joe Hendry's going to come out to confront him right now. Since part of my podcast is predictions, I predict Joe Hendry is going to make his appearance. I said his name and he's supposed to appear.
Reporting to you live, the sexiest and most entertaining superstar alive, Hollywood Trick, has finally arrived.
Unbelievable he beat Joe Hendry.
Making history, though. Hey, yo, this time I'm making
I saying
history.
Trick in there.
For the first time ever, an NXT superstar is holding the this TNA gold.
Right. First time history making that the NXT superstar has a TNA championship.
Well, let's add to my resume. 2-time NXT champ. 1-time North American champion. Iron Survivor winner. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, he's got a resume.
No, forget that. Don't start clapping now. Don't start clapping now. Because if my memory serves me correctly, a lot of the same ones clapping was the same ones waving your hands.
Yeah, I'm still waving my hands because I believe in Joe Hendry. He's still my guy.
If you were singing along last week, I got one thing to say to you. Don't you feel stupid?
Oh, we. Average on that chant, average Joe.
And speaking of average, and speaking of stupid, why are people always trying to figure out what's the line between NXT and TNA? TNA and NXT. Damn it, don't cross Trick Williams. I am the line. Let's talk about it.
Wow. That look in his eyes, too, when he said that.
And because NXT didn't appreciate me like they should, I'm going to go to TNA. I'm going to wear this gold right here, nice and brown. Go ahead and take a look at it. It look good, don't it? You know who's held this gold before? People like Kurt Angle. People like Drew McIntyre. People like Bully Ray. People like AJ Styles.
Yeah, AJ Styles. A whole lot of people done held that TNA belt.
But none of them can compare to Trick Williams.
Yeah, because they're better than you, bro. I hate to say it.
Especially not Joe Hendry.
AJ Styles is better
So
than
this is
Trick
how we're going
Williams.
to do it. I'm turning my back on the people because y'all turned your back on me.
Wow.
Yes, you did. You were singing along. You turned your back on me. I remember. I'm going to go back to TNA. I'm going to talk to the management. All those boys at TNA who work for Trick Williams now. And we're going to make some changes. Starting with the name of TNA. It is now Trick and Name.
Trick and Name. Who's this coming out? Mike Santana. Oh, he was saying he wants that TNA championship.
Big Trick Willie, huh? The main man on the block, right? Let's talk about it. Hey, yo. I personally wanted to come out here and give you props for last Sunday. Yeah. Let me tell you this, Santana. You just made your first mistake by interrupting your champion. First and foremost, let's get this straight. You ain't my champion.
Oh.
Secondly,
This segment gonna be lit.
you made a terrible first impression by coming out here as TNA's champion and trying to tear down TNA. But guess what? TNA been killing the game. TNA been gaining momentum day after day. And the last thing that I'm going to do is sit back as someone who carries that flag and watch you come out here and tear the place down after what me and the rest of that locker room has done to build that place. That trick ain't happening. Santana, more so. Obviously, you don't know how things work, do you, big dog? That's right, because you've never been TNA champion.
Oh.
So let me help you out. When you are the world champion of your brand, once you carry the weight around here, then, only then, can you call the shots.
Wow.
You make me laugh, Trick. But guess what? People like you piss me the hell off.
Oh.
Let me remind you, because obviously I need to refresh your memory after Sunday. I'm a loud and proud Boricua from the Bronx, New York, baby. I've seen people like you come and go. But let me be the one to tell you, you a pretender.
Oh, called him a pretender.
You a pretend fighter. You a pretend rapper.
Oh.
With those high heels and tight ass pants on.
Oh, Mike Santana's burning him, roasting him out the building right now.
And after Sunday, at Battleground, you a pretend ass champion.
Ooh.
But I'll tell you what, Trick. I'm the illest and realest you've ever come across. You ain't never dealt with someone like me. But I'm going to spit some facts to you. I'm going to be the one that's going to take the TNA World title from you.
Wow.
Let's be real, Santana. Keep popping off if you want to. I'm going to take off these lemon pepper steppers and beat your ass.
Lemon pepper steppers.
Whoa, guys, take it easy.
Oh, now we got Santino Marella.
Let me just say this. Cliffy Williams, congratulations. As the TNA Director of Authority, let me just tell you this. As the TNA World Champion, you will be a fighting champion. So next week, I've already spoken with Ava. You will defend the TNA title against TNA's very own Mike Santana.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Wow.
Next week on NXT, they've got to defend it against Santana.
Mike Santana earlier today posted he was going to save TNA. It appears now, next week live, he's going to have the opportunity to do so.
Now Mike Santana got his hand out like he want to shake hands with Trick. Trick turned his back on him and walked away. Wow, no respect. And then he tries to punch him. And then Mike Santana dropped him with a right hand. And then another right hand.
Santana.
And then threw him over the top rope onto the floor.
He not only said what he was going to do, he's backing it up for everybody in TNA.
Wow, what a segment. And now Mike Santana with the TNA Championship belt in the ring by himself with a Trick Williams on the floor, holding it up high above his head.
Next Tuesday.
It does look good on Mike Santana, but he does look good with that belt. And that's showing Stephanie McCure in the locker room, getting ready for her match against JC Jane.
Thank you.
Who's just coming up and talk to her?
Ava. I know you have the title defense tonight, but I had to do something after that on Sunday. So at Worlds Collide, you're going to have a tag match against Alice and Chico Tormenta. I know you have a lot on your plate right now, but I need you to find a tag partner, okay?
Thank you, Eva. I will find a tag team partner, but first, I need to defend my NXT Women Champion.
I'll be your tag team partner.
Who? Oh, Lola Vice. Shucky Ducky Quack Quack, Lola Vice.
Perfect. Good luck, Steph. She doesn't need love.
Love me some Lola Vice.
This July, WWE and Atlanta are bringing the classics back. The Great American Bash.
It's getting hot in here.
Saturday night's main event.
I want to go to Atlanta so bad for that. For Evolution, at least. If nothing else, I want to go for Evolution. But if I go for one, I might as well go for the other one. They're both at the State Farm Arena. Man, combo tickets on sale tomorrow. I don't have money for that. Damn it. I'm not green shirt guy. I don't have that kind of money. I'm not Brock Lesnar guy.
Where are my contacts? Maybe you should keep your eyes on the road, Janice. I have to be able to see first flow, take driving very seriously. Yeah, well, that's what Progressive Snapshot is for.
Wish I did have money
Personalized discounts
like
safe
that.
drivers don't have to pay for bad drivers' mistakes. Are you saying I'm a bad driver?
Anyway, I'm going to go use the bathroom while this commercial break's happening. Like I always say, enjoy the wall of fame while I'm gone.
We're celebrating your birthday. Oh, I love that for you.
Fire it up. The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Old, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
These dishes just aren't getting clean.
Problem isn't your machine. It's likely your detergent. I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These new ponds have the grease-fighting power of Dawn, easily removing up to 100% of tough stuck-on foods. Cascade Platinum Plus.
Huggies Little Movers with double grip strips. Big moves, even bigger protection. Touch can mean so many things, even for children with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can stir a sense of wonder, can make a ride go smoothly, and make a smile stretch ear to ear. Dupixent can help your child stay ahead of eczema with clearer skin and noticeably less itch. When a touch is all in good fun, Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your child's skin from within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic
This
infection.
T-shirt's badass, by the way.
Stop other treatments
I got
without
this at
talking
the
to your
OER
doctor.
show last year.
Dupixent, the number
Too
one
bad it's a
prescribed
small.
biologic by
I can't
dermatologists
try
and
it, but
allergists.
I'm
Help
enjoying it
your
while I
child
can.
feel the heel
You
and
see
see
Raleigh
the
yet?
difference. Reach out to
I
your
went to
child's
them.
eczema
I went to the
specialist
Raleigh and the
today.
Nashville show.
New Swiffer
I think it's
Mock Deluxe is
somewhere
made for small spaces.
right there. Or
The
something.
upgraded
There
strip
was
has
one of the first
75%
dates was
more
Raleigh,
scrubbing
and one
power.
of the later
And
dates
with the
was
new locking head, getting into tight
in the
spaces
front.
is simple.
Can I borrow it?
The all-new Swiffer Mock Deluxe, the mother of all clean.
T-shirt is badass.
Change
I wish I'd got
is
a
always happening.
second one in a bigger size.
It's part
That
of
shirt
life.
is so cool, man.
Here at Xfinity,
Unbelievable
we want to do
tour,
our part to
unbelievable
keep one
band,
thing the same.
unbelievable
With a
guys. They're
5-year price
just
guarantee on our internet.
the
So
best.
no matter how your other costs
Check
change,
out Michael
you
Paris, by
get
the
5
way.
years of the most reliable Wi-Fi
He's got a
with our best
drums,
equipment included for a price
drum,
that stays
I forget,
exactly
guitar
the same.
drumming. Yeah, that's what he does, and it sounds really good.
This Saturday, the boys blaze into Nashville. It's gonna be a fun one.
Stumbled over my words.
To stay in the spotlight, while fast-rising rebels.
You know how I do. I get so excited talking about stuff that can't contain myself.
Series live this Saturday from Nashville at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the CW.
All right, back to the show.
2-day combo tickets for SummerSlam.
I can only imagine how much those damn tickets are going to be. Not only for SummerSlam, but for Evolve, Evolution. I mean, Evolution and Saturday Night's main event in Georgia. Oh, Jada Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker just don't know.
Here on NXT.
Miss Parker, it's her and Tatum Paxley right now. To quote Smokey from the Friday movie, Miss Parker just don't know.
Dallas, Texas, Tatum Paxley. And the reason for this matchup is because last week it was Paxley.
Shucky Ducky Quack Quack. This is another highlight of the night for me. Tatum Paxley cute too, even though she's kind of creepy.
It's me. So with that being said,
But Jada Parker, man.
you should really start saving yourself next time. Tatum in a real way, I do feel bad for you. You do? Hell no. What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Burned her last week on NXT and that
And look,
altercation in the locker room, in the backstage area.
on the steps, Tatum Paxley carrying them.
Ring the bell.
I mean, are those emotional outbursts making her an easy target?
And that collar elbow tie up, Jada Parker backs up into the corner.
Full-blown emotional disaster. This is where Tatum Paxley finds herself right now. Woman's fit to be tied. This matchup is presented by Progressive.
Oh, Tatum Paxley reverses it, and then running her elbow across the face of Jada, who shoulder tackles her to the mat, hits the ropes, jumps over her, leaps under her,
something happens.
and then Tatum Paxley rolls her up, only gets a 1 count. Double underhook suplex to Parker.
Very unstable. In certain instances, if you got a little emotional turmoil inside, if you can
Head first into the turnbuckle 3-4 times.
over the hump. The
Tatum in control still. Sends her up against the second middle turnbuckle 2-3 times. And now she's going to do the same thing like on the nope. Jada Parker counters it. And then countered by Tatum. Backstabber by Jada.
The women's division, how about what we just heard?
And then a running shoulder tackle to the midsection in the corner, make it 3 of them.
And that will take place at Worlds Collide as Delise and Chica Tormenta.
Jada Parker in control, still puts her up on that second rope. Got to do her vintage move, this signature move by Jada Parker when she drops both her, all her weight on her chest and stomach, and then high steps it out of the corner.
As one could say, also the winner of this could have some bragging rights within the division and maybe a championship opportunity. We talked about it week after week for months.
And then she kicks Tatum in the midsection, drops the elbow on her back. Tries to go for the pin. No. Going for a submission with a knee in the back of Tatum.
Weekend, topic of the Women Money in the Bank qualifier Friday. Triple threat Naomi, Jade, Nia on SmackDown. And Grave,
trying to rip her arms out of the socket.
Money in the Bank ladder match. We've talked about it for years and years. It literally gives you the
Tatum back her
opportunity to
feet.
change the trajectory of your career at the time and place of your choosing. It's
Miss
invaluable.
Parker puts that submission back on her. Oh, and then drops more weight on her to try to do more damage.
I'm afraid of heights. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Countered by Tatum, rolls her up. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Miss Parker kicks out at 2. Countered from Tatum, tries to roll her up again. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Another kick out from Parker. Oh, and then she drops her on her knee. Tatum passes with that huge offensive maneuver. And then a running forearm, another running forearm to Jada, and an enziguri. Tatum passes with a full offense. Oh, running crossbody to Jada in the corner. And now Tatum hits the ropes. Oh, another flip and drop both feet to the back of the head of Jada. Missile drop kicks her out of the ring onto the floor. Ref holding her back. Jada Parker goes to her dolls, her action figures or whatever she brought to the ring, and she throws one in the ring.
We're going after it again. This is all that Paxley had. All right, I've seen enough. Paxley needs a 3-day vacation.
It's a Gigi Dolan doll or something. And then the distraction gives Jada the upper hand, the running knee striker. And then the 1, 2, 3, ring the bell. Jada Parker for the win. Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker. Oh, and then out of nowhere, who's that? Thea Hale attacking Miss Parker. Oh, wow. Thea Hale taking the fight to Jada after the match. Out of nowhere. Wow. That's going to be the next rivalry, I guess. And now they're showing the monster Jasper Troy vignette.
300 pounds.
Undertaker said, what's that spelled? M-O-U-N-S-T-E-R? The monster.
LFG, Jasper Troy. I'm going to make an impact on NXT, and it starts tonight.
Oh, baby. LFG Season 1 winner just dropped over Femi, and he wasted no time in doing so.
We're going to see him next.
And there's a man who is looking to feast.
His
LFG
gimmicks. His
Season
chains
1
are his
winner
gimmicks.
Jasper Troy debuts in NXT next.
Ready, Tycoon?
It's go time. Catch grab. Iggy, I won again? Oh, Daddy will be back soon. We're swimming in it now.
The monster Jasper Troy.
Download Monopoly Go and play the new Star Wars event today. It's super hot, super hot.
Take a chance that I bet y'all won't. I got a plan and it involves money. It's super hot, super hot. It's super hot. It's super hot.
What you want to do is save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging into the
Wonder who they're
ground?
gonna put him in the ring with. It's probably gonna be a no name
Only pay.
since this is his first match ever on NXT.
No application fee if you
He's
apply by
gonna
May 30th
go
at
through him like
University
a
of
hot
Maryland
knife
Global
through butter.
Campus, offering online and
No
hybrid
context.
courses and lifetime career services. Learn about our more than 135 degrees and certificates at umgc.edu.
Here we go.
Unbelievable? Believe it.
The National Desk covers America's news now. Holds government leaders accountable.
Billions of dollars in backlog.
That was fun going through my loot crates
we
up
already
here.
own as taxpayers.
Brings the
Taking that
best
trip
balance
down
of
memory
national
lane.
and international political news home to you.
Weekdays at 7 a.m. on CW22.
Which they still
Liquor and
do.
car keys, and it's a killer.
There's really no excuse
It's
for
really
drunk
disappointing that they
driving. If you've
don't.
been injured by a drunk driver, bring your case to us.
Kind of like how I was disappointed when I got this guy instead of the WrestleMania 41 edition.
Employee pricing with the Ford crew. Employee pricing across a full lineup.
Fun fact, Hank, Ford assembles the most vehicles in the country.
Another fun fact, everyone pays what we pay.
So, you get employee pricing. You get employee pricing. You get employee pricing.
Sam.
Yeah,
Everyone gets employee pricing.
you get employee pricing.
Now get employee pricing plus 3.9% financing for 72 months on Bronco and Bronco Sport SUVs plus $2,000 bonus cash on Bronco Sport. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
What makes Saxby's giant chicken finger quesadilla so giant? Crispy fingers, soft, and melted.
It's just bull. They got the loot crate I'm talking about. That's only one. You can't choose from a category no more. It's just the one for everybody. Pop culture. And it's a little bit of everything. And then they got a separate one that says Wizarding World. Show off your Hogwarts pride with a surprise mix of unique and officially licensed Harry Potter stuff. Like, if they can have a separate one for Harry Potter, they can have a separate one for WWE like they had back in the day. Or Marvel. They had one for... They might even have one for DC back then. But it's not right that they got one for freaking Harry Potter, but not for WWE. That's that bull. Anyway, back to the action. Oh, is that Dante Chen? I haven't seen him in forever, yo. Dante Chen in the house. I like him because we got the same. I mean, he's got the first name that's my last middle name. Dante Chen, yes, sir. Let's go. Even though he's going to get his butt whooped by Jasper Troy. I ain't seen him in months. The monster.
Here's the winner of season 1 of LFG, Jasper Troy. Booker, you were his coach. What are we about to see?
A man that's looking to change the whole name of the game. He's that monster. That's MOUNSTER.
He spelled it just the MOUNSTER. The monster. Jasper Troy. Ring the bell. And there we go. Collar elbow top. He backs Chen up into the corner quick. They're crouching. Jasper's gonna kill you.
the eyes of Jasper Troy.
He's just controlling the flow of the match off the top.
A man with a lot of suppressed rage that he's been holding back.
I agree with you 100%.
Chin tries to counter.
LFG at 300.
Gets him in a headlock for a second.
He dropped off
Jasper Troy breaks free that quick. Or not. Okay, Dante Chin holding on to that side headlock until Jasper Troy picks him up, throws him onto the apron.
Over the last 8 months, former Division I offensive
And now the ref
lineman,
has to make him break the hold.
Now,
And then Jasper Troy got him by the throat.
he's just trying to manhandle Dante
Oh,
Chin.
to the top turnbuckle goes Jasper Troy. Okay. Now Chin up on the top rope.
Smashed his ankle into the steel steps,
Jumps over
sidelining it
Jasper.
for several months.
Who picks him up.
There's a lot of potential.
And all right, Chin is out of that move too. And then a back body drop. Huge back body drop from Jasper Troy.
You need killer instinct.
Then he clotheslines Dante Chin over the top rope onto the floor.
You do not want to do it. That's my
Now he follows him out there.
So Jasper Troy, do not do that.
Picks him up in the fireman's carry
Told Abe that he was going to make it
and drops Dante Chin sternum first on the apron.
He's already made an impact on LFG going out there and just wastes away the
And he
competition.
throws Chin back into the ring, slides in himself. I have a feeling Obafemi's going to come out and do something.
NXT champion Oba
And now
sending a message
Jasper
to everyone.
Troy
And I also been told
wrenching
to
the
note that
neck
while
of
Troy won
Dante
an NXT
Chin.
contract, part of Team Booker was the
Picks him up in
Undertaker,
that
who
fireman's
took home
carry
the
again.
LFG championship.
And drops him throat first on the top rope.
Didn't win the title. I still hold that. I still hold the title.
I'll let you two have that conversation, but it was the Undertaker who warned Obafemi.
And then a running splash into the corner.
Ready to protect your yard because LFG is coming.
Doing more damage to Dante Chin. And then he brings him out to the center of the ring and drops him with a backbreaker.
Unleash the NXT. Look at this power.
And then puts him in a submission without even dropping to the mat after the backbreaker. All right, Chin with a knee to the face trying to break the hold. Finally gets out of it.
Something dark though. Something dark behind the eyes.
Kicks him in the head.
You spent more time with him than I have, but I can tell in
Chin
only
trying to fight
seconds,
back, kicks him in the
still water
chest.
run deep when it comes to Jasper Troy.
This the guy that stepped up to CM Punk right in his face. And I tell you, CM Punk
Ducks the clothesline.
believed everything this guy was telling
Kicks
him.
Jasper Troy in the
Because he's
chest.
serious. He's hungry. And right now, he's about to make
Clothesline, tries to clothesline him, but it has little to no effect on Troy. A flying forearm, but again, doesn't phase him. And now a flurry of chops and punches and strikes. Enziguri got Jasper Troy wobbling, but he's still on his feet. And then Jasper Troy picks him up. And a counter by Chin gets him in a DDT. That's the first time he's been off his feet the whole match. And then a pump kick puts him back to the mat again. Dante Chin with a little offense. Got the upper hand for a minute. And then he chops Jasper Troy in the chest, who follows it up with a huge splash, like drop. Oh man, a lot of impact on that last move by Jasper Troy. And then a side slide, boss man slam. Big boss man slam. 1, 2, 3, ring the bell. Jasper Troy for the win on his first debut match on NXT. Yep. Ooh, Obafemi. I knew he was going to come out. He's mad at him getting him last week. Ooh. 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 Oh, he's in that perch. He's in the bird cage, whatever they call it.
Jasper Troy. At least I have the decency to show you the respect that you didn't show me last week. Because I really could have come into that ring at any time, dropped you from behind, and beat you like a thief. But I'm not going to do that.
Ooh.
So I hope you've enjoyed your 5 seconds of fame.
Ooh.
Because now that you have the ruler's attention,
Ooh.
your 5 seconds are over.
Ooh. Wow. That's going to be an interesting rivalry between them two. Ooh. Ooh. Now they're showing the advertising for that Cody Rhodes podcast. They showed it last night on Monday Night Raw.
How I thought people would react to me. How were you feeling about WrestleMania 38?
So I was super excited about it all. I know
Interviewing
we
Brandy
had
Rhodes,
gone
his
through
wife.
crazy turmoil to get I feel like it was like weeks leading up to it that we were like, is going to happen. And I knew that there were nerves and there was anxiety, and we would have these conversations of what if. And I just remember you saying, what if they boo? And I just said, they're not. Yeah. It's WrestleMania. I knew that that wasn't going to happen. And I'm so focused in. I'm sitting right next to, I'm in the middle of The Undertaker and Stephanie McMahon, and I have no idea. And then, like, it took that second for, like, boom, American Nightmare hits the screen. Just everybody just lost their complete minds.
What do you want to talk about? The podcast hosted by the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, features sit-down conversations.
I might listen to it just because they give me something. I mean, I might tune in.
Through the funny moments while enjoying their favorite cocktail from Wheatley American Vodka. Cody's first guest is wife, the one and only Brandy Rhodes. New episodes are available every other Wednesday on WWE's YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts.
Now, no quarter cash crew.
We're all here. Fantastic. What's up, y'all?
Having a powwow.
Two of you look strong recently in your matches. You made the NQCC proud. But you tried to prove yourselves as singles wrestlers, and you both failed. So I think the only course of action here is we need to refocus as a group, make ourselves strong again. Huh? Look, Miles, what I'm trying to say is...
Them tight-ass pants Charles Dempsey's wearing. Charlie Dempsey wearing nut huggers.
Yeah, you did.
Now, I'm sorry. I'm not just going to retreat back to my shell. You're not ready to navigate the waters here yet on your own, Miles. I know for a fact that I am, Charlie. But that's your youth and inexperience talking. I brought you into the NQCC, so if anyone's going to decide when... What if I beat you? Would you say I'm ready then? Beat me? No, that's not happening. So let's do it. Just like the good old days, right? You against me. And if I win, you let me go.
Wow.
All right. Go on a match, fine. But how about we make it a rounds match? Deal. Huh?
I guess that's next week on NXT 2. Charlie Dempsey versus Miles Bourne.
This weekend.
Off to another commercial break.
Right. Go to shop.cwtv.com now to shop race day gear, grills, and so much more. Presented by Pit Boss Grills. Bigger, hotter, heavier. Picture Shop. Critics everywhere are raving about the Phoenician Scheme. It's Wes Anderson's best film since the Grand Budapest Hotel. My great-grandfather built the hotel. The Phoenician Scheme is thrilling, with humor and surprises.
Which are what?
I'm not saying. I'm saying I'm not saying. It's action-packed, 4 stars, and the funniest movie of the year.
Is this supposed to be here? Oh, dear.
How much time does this have?
18 minutes.
Perfectly fine. We'll end the time. The Phoenician Scheme. Rated PG-13. In theaters everywhere, June 6th.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
It's pronounced Liberty. Liberty. Nice try, kid. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty.
Many people swear they've had stuffed crust pizza from Domino's before, so we invited some of them to a little taste test.
Oh, that is the Domino's stuffed crust that you said you've had in the past.
Where's the pizza?
Domino's has never made a stuffed
Mystery
crust
subscription.
pizza.
Give me a break.
Until now, that is. Introducing Domino's
Licensed
first
and
ever stuffed
exclusive
crust pizza.
collectibles,
We
gear,
don't just stuff our crust with
figures,
cheese.
and
We use our delicious pan pizza dough
And it looks cool, but I don't want to be. Dang, that Voltron look cool. But again, I don't. It says past items too.
Your
That'd be
home is
sick
your
to have
happy
that
place
Voltron
until you
look.
come back to bad odors. Use Febreze plug-in. It has a microchip that
Voltron used to be my
alternates between
joint.
scents to
Growing
fight
up, I used to
odors
love
and provide
Voltron.
freshness for up to 50 days. Try Febreze Plus.
What if they got something alternative to Loot Crate? It's like. Yeah, 2016 like was when they had Loot Crate for WWE. That sounds about right.
Did you ruin the project?
No, Nai, it's not.
Oh, that's nothing. We've got new Bounty. Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less, and it holds up better even when wet. So one sheet keeps working while ordinary brands fall apart.
Yes, it's good.
Great.
People are selling slam crates on eBay,
Get more done with one. Bounty.
or they're selling the individual items out of their slam crates.
It wasn't the late night
Lame.
shootouts
Not selling none
or
of
the
my stuff.
tournament troops. That's not what got me here. It was them.
The love they showed me. It's why I give it back and pass it on, you know? Because it's the assists you don't see on the highlight reels that make all the difference.
I'm a police detective and you're my consultant. You must be willing to walk away from anyone. Nice to be flying on their car.
You're fun.
Catch up on your favorite CW originals like All American and Wild Cards, and find a new favorite series of binge on the free CW app. Download now and start watching. Ladies and gentlemen, standing before you,
Ethan Page, oh
is
God.
arguably the greatest North American to hold the North American Championship, and I ain't
Boo this man! Boo! Boo! Boo this man!
It looks good on me. Dang, easy. Dang, you turned up and didn't invite me, bro. Like, we got history. I did it. I'm still waiting on you to pay.
Javon Evans come out there.
But you know what? Congratulations, bro. I can't think of nobody more undeserving to win the NXT North American Championship. Like,
Right.
if we're gonna be that
Undeserving to win it.
last week when you pulled up on me doing the triple threat, you cost me, and I'm gonna live with that. So earlier tonight, after you won, I was talking to Ava, and since we have this big showcase with WWE and AAA called World Collide, you, champ, will be defending that precious NXT North American Championship and World Collide against
Your boy.
me.
Yeah, Javon Evans. And hoping Javon will win.
You do not deserve a shot at this. You deserve to put on a mask, even though you're not a luchador, pal. You're right. You're right. World Collide is not just about NXT. You got a lot of people gunning for you. But everybody in NXT knows that boy is
Bouncy.
But brother right here got hops too. Whoa! Ooh! Ooh! Yase!
There's somebody from Triple A that I don't know.
Thank you, Javon.
Coming out through the crowd. Laredo Kid. I know Laredo Kid from TNA.
Let me introduce myself. I am.
He's part of the Aztec Warriors.
The most complete luchador you will ever see. I have won championship from AAA to TNA. And now I come in for the North America Championship match. Okay, whoa. Now you're talking about a triple threat? No. Tonight was a celebration for me. And I'm not letting the two of you ruin my night. Oh, no. I forgot. My bad. You still going against one more person.
It's a fatal four-way. Who else? Penta. Oh, Penta's. No, even better. Ray Phoenix. Yo, Ethan Page is going to lose that belt. I hope he loses.
The passion, the spirit, everyone has been telling me about it. It's a Page. You just won the title. But unfortunately for you, next Saturday, you're going to lose it. At Worlds Collide, it will be a fatal four-way for the NXT North American Championship. And I hope all you be ready, because that night I'm going to bring the fire. And I will burn you all.
But what about Ricky Saints rematch? Like, it should be like 5-way challenge, 5-pack challenge. Yeah.
Fatal 4-way for the North American Championship.
Wow, and now they got Ava talking to Robert Stone and
Ava, I know you've got your hands full,
Stevie
but Shawn Legacy won the
Turner.
triple threat match last week on NXT, and you're giving 3 other people a North American title opportunity before him. All right, hold on. Listen, the reason why it's a fatal 4-way at Worlds Collide is because I wanted talent from AAA, NXT, Raw, or SmackDown to compete for that title. I did not forget about Shawn Legacy.
Hey, well, don't forget he is the first WWE ID talent to get a win on NXT. Just saying.
That's right. To my point, Shawn Legacy will get a one-on-one North American title opportunity with whoever walks out of Worlds Collide with that title. See that? That sounds absolutely perfect. I know. And tomorrow night, do not forget on Tubi, we are making history. The first ever Evolve Women's Champions.
This will be good. First ever Evolve Women's Champion getting crowned tomorrow night.
Your eyes will be
My
on
pick
Yes, Prime Minister.
is, I guess, Wendy Chu.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be there? Oh,
yeah.
All right, that makes it
Either Wendy Chu or Kelly Armstrong, I guess. And now you got Fatal Influence making their way to the ring. Fallon Henley, Shucky Ducky, Quack Quack.
Of her career as she's going up against the #1 luchadora in the world, our NXT Women's Champion.
Step through that cure, walking past all the women in the backstage area, and they're just eyeballing her, sizing her up.
I love
As she
my
walks
glide
past
steps
her
get
with
slippery.
her
I just step
championship.
in with no bending down or touching. It almost feels like I'm gliding on air when I walk. Drop my beat. Glide step, glide step, glide step, Skechers slip-ins. So hands-free with glide step, Skechers slip-ins.
Applebee's All You Can Eat is back, featuring the chicken tenders you've always loved. Now served unlimited with 8 sauces to choose from for just $15.99. Plus endless riblets and double crunch.
Well, I didn't even open up the NXT preview email till now. Tripp Williams was live after his epic win at Battleground. Tonight we heard from the new TNA World Champion Tripp Williams. JC Jane is about to challenge Stephanie McCure for the NXT Women's title. We saw Ricky Saints lose his North American Championship to Ethan Page. And we saw Season 1 LFG winner Jasper Troy defeat Dante Chen in his debut match.
Simply be a helping hand. Dupixent can help you stay ahead of eczema as you welcome the feeling.
I normally open that email earlier than
Dupixent
that.
helps block a key source of
You know,
inflammation
better late than
inside the
never.
body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin. And fast itch relief after the first dose. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, helps you feel the heal. See the difference for yourself. Reach out to your eczema specialist today.
Get your shit together. Cause I talk like this, I wash like this. It's a known as laundry list. Clean those clothes just like this. Cause I toss like this. Arm & Hammer Power Sheets. More power to you.
Before you hit the road, the first step is always the same. Buckle up. That's something that we emphasize in our family. The world is expensive these days, and just have your seatbelt on so you don't have to pay no fines and have tickets and get pulled over by law enforcement. I'm going to get safely to where I'm headed because I got my seatbelt on. I'm responsible. I'm accountable. And everybody in my car got their seatbelt on. Strap up, baby. Click it. Don't risk it.
As long as probably forever, there's only been one Frosty. Because what would we even do? Add a bunch of loose rolls and mix-ins like Oreo cookies or Pop-Tarts pieces? That's kind of genius, actually. For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's.
Hey, Fayetteville, we're Bob. For more than 30 years, we've believed everyone deserves a home they love.
That's why we're bringing our everyday low prices
To 6 beautiful showrooms across North Carolina.
Oh my God! Bob's Discount Furniture. Celebrate 50 years of adventure at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. A whole other world awaits with award-winning performances and European-inspired attractions, like the all-new Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge.
and seasonal events like the Food and Wine Festival, where you can taste, sip, and savor flavors from around the world. Only at the world's most beautiful theme park. Don't miss Busch Gardens Williamsburg's 50th anniversary celebration. Save up to 50% on tickets, fun cards, and memberships during our Memorial Day sale. Hurry, offer ends soon.
I worked so hard for this one. It's so special, man.
It's the finish that will remember forever.
All right, back to the action. The main event of the night: Stephanie McHugh versus Jason. Well, they're showing Tatum Paxley right now, though, in the backstage area.
Tatum,
Getting approached by Zarya and Sol Ruka. Two-belt
but
Sol.
we hate to see you like this. And we might be more alike than you think. I can vouch that.
Who's that? Oh,
the friend that you never
the
knew
culling lurking behind
is
her.
right around the corner. Tatum, we know you're going through it, and feel those feelings, girl. Just know that if you need a woman to talk to, we're here for you. No pressure, though.
Culling is watching.
Well, from the desk of our
$1 million
general
from now.
manager,
I will remember
in
you. $1
collaboration
million
with the director
from
of
now.
authority for
I
TNA,
will remember
Santino
you.
Marella, Mike
And that is
Santana,
on next Tuesday night for the TNA World Championship on NXT. Trick Williams versus Mike Santana. That is huge.
next week. And it's now official. There is infighting in the no
And then we got Miles Bourne versus Charlie Dempsey next week. But going back to that first match, that's the first time the TNA Championship's going to be defended on NXT TV. And right now we got the main event, Fatal Influence making their way to the ring. The only way JC Jane walks away from this thing with the championship is if there's a lot of shenanigans by Fallon and Jasmine Nix. That's the only way she's going to win, is if they cheat like they always do.
Found herself in this opportunity. It's not about how you get the opportunity, it's what you do with it.
Good googity moogity Fallon Henley just don't know. One fall. All late with it because I'm too busy enamored by the hotties.
Introducing first, representing Fatal Influence, JC Jane. And look, there's been some infighting between, well, mainly Fallon and JC. Did Fatal Influence choose the right woman here tonight?
I think so. You know, when you're a family, you fight all the time. Then my brother, we was always throwing punches, but let somebody else try.
Now Stephanie McHugh making her way to the ring. La Primera. And she's ripping her gear off, going into the ring, taking the fight to JC Jane. Ring the bell. She didn't even have a proper entrance. She just ran straight toward her. And JC Jane taking the fight to her, just pounding and grounding her as soon as she walked into the ring. Oh, but what did the five fingers say to JC Jane's face? Slap! And then a spinning heel kick to her midsection. Ducks the clothesline. Stephanie McHugh with a head scissor nope rolls over into a pin. Only gets a 2 count on JC Jane. Headlines of the night, the ticker at the bottom. Ethan Page defeated Ricky Saints to become the new North American champion. TNA wrestler Mike Santana defeated Tavion Heights. Jada Parker defeated Tatum Paxley via Hell Attack Jada after the match. LFG Season 1 winner Jasper Troy defeated Dante Chen. And now back to the action where they're going back and forth, filling each other out in the ring right now. Oh, a huge forearm from McHugh. Make it 2. Puts JC in the middle of the ring. And she about to apply that one move where the where Booker T goes crazy with it. She getting it going early, ain't she? Yep. Oh, JC Jane countered it though. Oh, and then kicks her in the midsection. And then a senton. She shut it down for now, but she's gonna hit it later. 1, 2, sweet. McHugh kicks out at 2. Stiff kick to the back. Oh, huge shot to her chin. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Stephanie Victoria kicks out at 2.
She already talking about a tag match, and she hadn't got past this matchup here tonight. And that's definitely a thought process you do not want to have in this bitch.
Irish whips up to the corner. Jesse Jane trying to follow it up with a back elbow and does. About to try for a suplex and nails it in the middle of the ring. Tries to pin Stephanie Victoria again. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Victoria kicks out at 2. Crowd firmly behind Stephanie Victoria chanting La Primera. Irish whip to the counter goes Victoria. Kicks JC Jane in the face. Sends her head first into the turnbuckle, making her eat all 3 of them from the top to the bottom. And then eat the feet, just rubbing her foot across the face and chin of JC Jane 3 times. Hits the ropes. Who is this? Somebody. Those 2 girls I don't know yet. And then there's Lola Vice coming out there to even the odds. I guess they're from, I don't know who they are. They showed up last week on NXT. These 2 that are attacking Lola Vice at ringside right now. They tried to cause a distraction for JC Jane inadvertently, I guess. Who rolls Stephanie Victoria up. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Then Victoria kicks her in the chest. And then hits her with a 619. And now springboard elbow to JC Jane. Tries to pin her. 1, 2, 2, sweet. JC Jane kicks out at 2. And I can already know it's going to be a commercial break. But we got picture in picture. Yep. Thank you, CW. I'll say it again. They need to show Netflix how to do picture in picture during commercial breaks. As JC Jane sunset flips, gets countered by Stephanie Victoria, who stomps her in the forehead and then drops a big leg drop. Tries to pin JC Jane. 1, 2, 2, sweet. JC Jane kicks out at 2.
My life is full of questions. How do I clean an aioli's thing? Use Tide. Do I need to create guacamole? How a Tide?
Why do we even buy napkins?
Thankfully, Tide's the answer to almost all of them.
For all of life's laundry questions, it's got to be
Big step.
Get a limited
JC
time
Jane
offer
off the
on
mat,
most
who
packs
gets
with
forearm
50% more
by
loads free.
JC Jane.
At Olive Garden,
Another forearm to Stephanie Victoria.
Cheesy twirl and saucy swirl. So where do we go?
Irish whip countered by Victoria. Oh, another counter from JC Jane. Back and forth, the counters. Double clothesline. No, that was just a clothesline from JC Jane or something. It says picture in picture, so it's the smallest screen. Victoria rolled out of the ring after that impact. JC Jane's going out there to intercept her on the apron. Huge kick to the chest of Victoria. That PK kick lays Victoria out on the floor. JC Jane picks her up, throws her back into the ring.
Star Wars event today.
Jane rolls back in.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks
Victoria
about.
back
Tuesday,
up against the bottom
home
turnbuckle.
auto insurance.
JC Jane stomping her out, putting a bunch of boots to her chest.
Liberty.
Taunting the crowd.
Liberty.
No, she's mocking it. Very
Taking too much time because Stephanie
that's enough,
Victoria.
you two.
Oh no, she didn't. She hit her with a senton. A rolling senton in the corner. And then tries to pin her. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Stephanie Victoria kicks out at 2.
Bounty Mega Roll lasts longer, so you can tackle
Applesauce and avocado, berries, butter, coffee cream, drippy fingers, deviled eggs, and empanadas, red and green.
Now,
Fettuccine, grits and gravy, even hummus ice cream too.
tosses Victoria head first into the mat. And then applies a submission hold. Working on the neck and face of Stephanie Victoria. It's like a modified crossface.
Bounty, the quicker picker up.
This week, it's all about speed on CW Sports
Stephanie
Saturday.
Victoria
First,
tries to get up, but
humans on the
Jane
planet,
puts her back to the mat
Philadelphia on Grand Slam track.
and reapplies that same crossface.
Xfinity Series blazes into Nashville.
It's gonna be a fun one.
Where seasoned vets hope to stay in the
Stephanie Victoria back to her feet again, trying to get some separation from this hold. Backs her up into the corner. Oh no, JC Jane countered the last second. Now she's putting boots to the midsection. Now we're back to full screen after that commercial break. JC Jane, back elbow Stephanie Bakir caught her and sends her head first into the turnbuckle. And then a sunset flip pin attempt. Nope, JC Jane rolled through and then kicks Stephanie Bakir in the chest.
Stephanie Bakir, who defeated Fallon Henley to become Women's North American Champion.
Stephanie Bakir now getting punched in the face by JC Jane as she mounts her and just drops a bunch of huge right punches to her face and then a kick to the face. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Bakir kicks out at 2.
There's no way you believe Fatal Influence on the same page. Everything we've heard tonight, everything we've heard tonight.
Crowd trying to will Stephanie Bakir back into this thing. They showed that forearm, that springboard forearm that happened before the break by Bakir.
But credit to JC Jane for hanging tough in this interview. I thought that was a turning.
Now they're going shot for shot in the middle of the ring. Knee to the midsection of Bakir. Puts her up in the farmer's carry. Bakir shimmies out, pushes up against the ropes, gets kicked in the chest.
As of right now,
Sling blade by JC Jane.
Well, last time Fatal Influence won gold, it was Halloween Havoc. Remind everyone, it took all 3 of those women to
now JC Jane sizing up Stephanie Bakir, plotting the next move.
Not in favor of Stephanie
Bakir counters with a backbreaker.
That could be set up for the SVB.
And then she hits her with another backbreaker.
So what we saw the second time, taking it to the challenger now, is the champion.
Jane ducks the clothesline, and then a hair pull mat slam by JC Jane. Both women are on the mat.
Both women are down. It's our
NXT, NXT, NXT. Crowd liking what they see.
We have said time and time again over the last several weeks.
Myself.
You brought it up.
Oh, and then now they're going back and forth on their knees, going shot for shot. Oh, slap from JC Jane.
Opportunities are there to be had.
Headbutt from Stephanie Bakir, make it 2, 3 of them.
Is putting the women's division on her back. And Bakir wants it all.
Reaches the arm, eat the feet to JC Jane, who's backed up in the corner now. And then Stephanie Bakir with a clothesline, plants her to the bottom turnbuckle, and running her foot across the face of JC Jane 3 times. Now she gets a head full of steam and a meteora.
Right into the challenger, JC Jane.
Tries to pin her again. 1, 2, 2, sweet. JC Jane kicks out at 2.
Stephanie Bakir, you almost can see too. I don't want to say it's agony, but she just competed 48 hours ago.
Now she's trying for move, but JC Jane counters it.
I find it hard to believe.
Backslide countered by JC Jane. Oh, a huge running knee strike. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Stephanie Bakir kicks out at 2.
Got that right shoulder up. We have called Stephanie Bakir's matches all year long, and that was close. Definitely too close for comfort, but we've learned the resilience possessed by the NXT Women's Champion.
Stephanie Bakir counters that move from JC Jane.
Jane trying to pull herself back to her feet. In comes Bakir.
Counters her kicks, and then wrenches the leg and whips her into the ring, out of the corner. Boom. Then JC Jane rolls out onto the floor.
Jane going to the outside to buy herself a little bit more time. JC understands.
Stephanie Bakir follows her out there, grabs JC Jane by the hair, who then sweeps the legs out from Bakir, sending the head first to the apron. Jane up on the apron, running P kick, gets countered. Stephanie Bakir guys are up in the electric chair, drops her face first onto the apron. You can see the lights are on, but nobody's home. That look on JC Jane's face. And she sends JC Jane's hip first into the steel steps. And throws JC Jane's back in the ring. Stephanie Bakir goes in herself. Double underhook.
NXT, and right now,
and drops her knees to the midsection as she comes down with it. And now she's going to do that vintage move that Booker T likes so much. We're not, because Fallon Henley's up on the apron, causing a distraction. And then she sends JC Jane's head first into Fallon Henley to knock her off the apron. Good stuff. And then a super kick sends JC Jane out to the floor right beside a fallen Fallon Henley. And now Fallon and JC Jane arguing, bickering. saying some words to each other. Dissension among Fatal Influence right here. And then they both shove Jasmine Nix out of the way while Primera's on the top rope and hits him with a flying crossbody on the floor, laying down Fallon and JC Jane. Wow, Jasmine Nix is walking away. She's leaving through the crowd. Look like she don't have nothing to do with nothing anymore. All right, Stephanie McCure throws JC Jane back into the ring. Stephanie McCure rolls in herself. Fallon up on her feet finally. JC Jane tries for the clothesline. Stephanie McCure ducks and hits with a back body drop. And now that move that gets Booker T going crazy. That signature move. Coleman is bouncing her head off the mat like a basketball. Booker T goes crazy for that move, just like all of us do. Look like Michael Cole trying to use calling Booker T out. And now the crowd chanting Booker T after that. And now JC Jane put Stephanie McCure on the top rope, who then puts her in that submission using the ropes for leverage. And here comes Fallon Henley with a 619 to modify 619 to Stephanie McCure while Jasmine Nix is distracting the referee behind the ref's back. And now JC Jane with a huge spinning forearm to Stephanie McCure. 1, 2, 3, ring the bells. Jasmine Nix just won. Oh no, JC Jane just won. Everybody's shot right now. What just happened? Wow, Jasmine Nix just cost Stephanie McCure the title. Jasmine Nix just made a distraction so that Fallon Henley could help JC Jane win the championship. What in the world, yo? What did I just see? So many titles be changing hands on network TV now. This ain't even funny. What in the world? Wow. Everybody's jaw dropped just like me because I can't believe that just happened. JC Jane is the new NXT Women's Champion. I said it in the form of a question because it's that unbelievable. Wow. And that's how we're going off the air with Fatal Influence in the ring celebrating with her. What in the world? Wow, y'all. What a night. What a show. Thank you so much for your continued support of the stream and for tuning in. God bless you all. I'll see you here Thursday night for TNA Impact Watch Along. Be good or be good at it. Peace.